Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to more of the survival world. We're doing something different. Last episode, I said I wanted to work on our storage facility place. We're not going to do that today. We're going to be doing some more mining because I want to get more materials. I found the skeleton that I've been hearing this entire time. We want to get more materials so we can actually start building. I'm also working on it in the other world, so hopefully I can get that done and then we could just use a schematic cannon and just bring it over. Simple stuff. I just got to make sure I have enough gunpowder to make it work. Hopefully. I'm gonna go mining. I got some extra torches. All my stuff is in here. Yep, everything's in there. We're just gonna head down, go get some more materials. We're gonna try and do more diamonds. I do want to get more. I do have copper and zinc. I do want to try and find more zinc. I know I have some, but like I want more. So, all right. So I don't need a bow and arrow. Why am I thinking that? We're just gonna head down. We're gonna try and get some more materials. We're back down here. We didn't go that far on that side. We went pretty far on this one. I mean, there's still a piece down there, but we're gonna try and go on this side. I do want to try and see if it will work this way. So we're gonna try and hope that it does. Get all of my stuff, put my backpack back up there. We'll do it like that. Pretty well perfect. I can get do my 2 rails. You still have stuff? I don't think you have anything in there. No, you got cobble. You don't have a rail though. All right, there we go. We did this first piece. Not bad, not bad. All right, and then we can break this. And it did not go, which means I found the rail. Okay, so it did. I can now put all this back into my backpack. Oh shoot, diamonds. I might as well get the lapis too, just because we do want to enchant at some point later on, so might as well just grab it now. 4 diamonds. I like it. Alright, we'll get that a push. Might as well grab the redstone too, so if we make any like redstone machines, we'll be good. I can use it to make the redstone components, like the wireless transmitter, stuff like that. I wish I had coal down here, but I don't. My chest doesn't have any of that either, so I should have came down with coal. We are not finding anything down here other than diamonds. Now there is a way I kind of want to do the storage facility. I want to make it to where like I have the item vaults and then like there's a filter on like the backside. So whatever items we have into it, like all wood stuff, I don't know if that would work or not. But we'd have like, let's say a majority of all the wood stuff. I have funnels or filters that will push the item out and then they'll sit on a conveyor belt. So if I ever need them, I can just run up to them and then just grab it. But I don't know if that counts it as still like just being thrown on the ground like this. So it would just despawn later on. Because if it does, then that won't work. And then I can probably see if I could turn it to like a button. So if I press, a button, it'll throw a stack out for me. Stuff like that. But first we gotta get the materials and stuff. But I also really just want to get more minerals right now. I need coal. Alright, well, not really finding any diamonds or anything over here, so we're probably just gonna end. We don't want this to just die out on its own, so if it keeps pushing, it pushes, but we're going to let it just go on its own. And then we're gonna try and swap sides. We're probably gonna continue back down this way. We'll just put it down. So let's go ahead and pick this back up. There was nothing here. All right, we're gonna head back. We're going to try a different route. I don't know if we want to continue back left where that lava pool was. Probably not, just because I don't want to deal with lava. I would go that way, but that's our staircase, and I'd rather not ruin our staircase. If I do it here, then I'm gonna increase that way, which is going to suck. I don't know which way I actually want to go. I mean, we have 13 diamonds right now, so if we do have something, then we can. But we're gonna do this way. We're just gonna pretty well just go all on this. So we're just gonna push this in a few, and then we're gonna get the machine and throw it in, and hopefully we find some coal so we don't have to keep pushing this thing. All right, so it looks like it's in. We can do this. You can now put 1 rail on you because for some reason you just keep losing the rail, so that's nice to know. Of that machine, I don't mind the first little blocks. I don't need all this more deep slate. We can just throw that out. I do like it, but nah, just throw it all out. I don't need this much stuff. I don't need tough. That's practically useless right now. All right, let's just push this going. Okay, so we just now push this and hope it finds some more. I might need to head up to get some coal because this is going really, really slow. It might be better. Yeah, that's what we're going to do real quick. We're going to go and get some coal, and then we're going to come back down and hope that we have a little space. Or if I'm lucky enough, I can find coal during up here. I also have no food, so I might as well go up and just get more food too. So might as well just grab coal while I'm up there. I'll get that on the way down. All right, let's hope we have... Let's get some coal. Let's do 20 pieces of this. And then I'm just going to put all my materials up here already. I'm just going to throw them back in. That's not my materials chest. I just realized that. All right, there we go. we are going to get more food. I don't think I have food. I got steak. Oh, I got bread. Never mind. All right, back down we go. Might as well grab this because we're back down here now. So get most of what I can. All right, we're back in. I think we were down this way. Yeah, we were down the lip tunnel. Let's hope it stayed and has not despawned or broken itself. And it has not. All right, dead air. We're gonna do a little push. Make sure that torch don't go away. All right, we can now. Oof. Now let's hope we actually get some stuff. Get the lapis. Ooh, diamonds? I was about to say, no way, I just seen lava. I do not want to deal with lava right now, dude. Ooh, we got more diamonds. Why am I only getting like 2 blocks of lapis? Give me like 6. Or at least 4 instead of 2. Now the diamond's going to be only 1. Not surprised. That's how Minecraft likes to show this game. We're going to go until this coal pretty well is gone, and then hopefully we find something. I don't know yet. Now after this, I do want to go back up. I do want to try and get like the land somewhat prepped. If we do have to go over the mountain, we're just going to go over the mountain. I'm not going to fill in the entire mountain. I choose not to do that ever. Once this is done, we're going to head back up. We're going to prep the land, I guess, and then hopefully once I get it fully built in the other world, we can just transfer it over here, and then we can just have the schematic and just build it for us. Make it simple, because you know, if I build it on that second world and then I try to come back in and remember how I built it, I'm not going to remember. I will not. But if I have a schematic in and that can just do it for me, I'm down. Now if I have like Attica, I'd be okay with like Attica, because that shows you a little process of how to build it. It won't build it for you, but it shows how to build it. So I would do that. Unfortunately, I don't have like Matica because that's on Fabric and I am on Forge. And Schematica is old and does not go for 1.20.1, so practically not working. Can I get more materials? Oh damn, you have material, you're just going in the wrong chest. Alright, there we go. Oh, our furnace is done. Alright, we're gonna give a little bit more of a push. Yeah. I have a barrel back there, so it's just sitting there. Let's get our furnace. Let's just reconnect that. Nothing back here. We'll throw a torch right at the end just so we know it's done. Alright, let's get my backpack down here. Throw that there. We can now throw this in here. Alright, time to head back up. Let's go ahead and prep our surface for our facility. Yeah, the one way I was wanting to do it, I wanted to do the item vaults. So like we have all the wood material, so pretty well everything wood. Obviously it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of item vaults. Now I could use storage cabinets and have like one per each, but that's also going to be a lot. It would hold more space, which I do like, but it's not going to hold as much space as an item vault. We are going to try and do the item vault method, and if it doesn't work, I'll add storage drawers. I think they're actually in here. Yeah, they are in here. So yeah, if I do one oak drawer, pretty much that's all I'm going to need for every single like wood block. Now there's a lot of wood, there is, but if I do this one, this holds 32 stacks per drawer. So this can hold 32 stacks of oak logs or whatever. Upgrade 2, 4 times, 8 times, 16 times, 32 times. Actually, storage drawers may be able to hold more. If I do the oak drawer, that holds 32 stack normally, but if I do the emerald upgrade, then that upgrades by 32 times. So if I do this with the upgrade, that should hold around 1,000 stacks of oak logs. Damn, that's a lot of oak logs. Okay, but I don't know how much an item vault can hold. I would have to figure that out real quick before test it, because if we do the item vault, yes, it's going to be bigger, but it can hopefully hold more of different material. If I do the oak drawers, it can hold one block with multiple stacks. That's going to save space, but I don't know if that's going to work well for anything else. So I'm going to have to try that in the secondary world to see how well that will go and work. But right now we're going to get the island, or not the island. We're not on the one block world. We got to try and get the world prepped. It is nighttime. nighttime, I'm going to die. All right, let's try to run to our bed. Light bug, let's go inside. Not my basement, preferably. All right, nothing inside so far. I gotta fix those. I really gotta fix those. Okay. Okay, perfect. Skeleton and spiders. Why does he have white eyes? Makes no sense. He has red, he has white. Spider-Man? No, it's just a spider face on the back. All right, yeah, I think I duplicated wood. I don't know if I want to get rid of that or if I should just keep it. We're going through. Where's open space? Come on. We're gonna get some dirt. I don't know how much dirt I'm gonna need. Why are we raining? Now if I do it here, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna use some cobble as a low layout. So I want it to where there's a gap between here, obviously a pathway. All right, we'll have 5 in between here, so we'll keep it back. All right, so I don't know how, I want it to be a rectangle. I don't want it to be a massive square. A rectangle would not only look better. Why are we raining, dude? They're keeping the creepers here and I don't want it. Rectangle will be able to hold more because I could just have like, so like I'll use this as a little example. I can have this basically as a wall of storage drawers. Keeping an eye on you, buddy. I can have this as like a wall of storage drawers, have like a 2 or 3 block gap here, and then I can have like a wood section, so it would hold all of like the wood stuff. So if I just do pretty much this, it will hold all the wood, and this place is gonna have to be massive. If not, we're gonna have to down into the ground too. So long story short, I basically want to hold every item in the game is what I want to do. I want to hold every single item in the game. So if I do wood, we're gonna need a whole bunch of like spots for wood, like storage drawers for wood. So pretty much this entire spot, or however big it is, will be for wood. We'll have maybe 1 or 2 mechanical arms, so they'll pick them up off the belt and throw them into their correct spot. And I'll make sure the belts have a whole bunch of power so we can just constantly keep that going and it's going fast as possible, just so we're not leaving blocks. But if that doesn't work, then I'll do the trains with the item vault, so the stuff will go off the train onto the item vault, and then if I get close to it, I could just pull whatever I need out. So I technically have 2 ideas for it. I just don't know what idea would work best because I don't know if the items despawn on the belt, because if they do, that's not going to work. But we're gonna try to figure out how big we can make this. Hopefully there's 107 items. How many items are non-obtainable? Because there's also different types of like stuff too. Of course you did see me, because like there's different types of like stacking. Because ender pearls can only go up to 16. Eggs can go up to 16. Like some do 64. I know storage boxes you could just hold a whole bunch into it, so it can hold over like 1,001. But like I don't know if that would actually work or not. So there's 100 items. I'm gonna go inside before a creeper sneaks up behind me. All right, so if we need, how many unobtainable blocks are there? All this is obtainable, we can get that. Reinforce, okay, 106, can't get reinforced. Now, I don't think shulker boxes stack, so I don't know if I want to get rid of all these or not. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just try it on the other world after the video, so we'll have to see how well that will work on its own. So, all right, so all this from down there to here is 50. That's pretty well at the end. I could do 55. I mean, obviously we're gonna have to try and fill all this in and then terraform as much as possible to keep it somewhat normal. And then this will go up and then we'll continue down. And then we'll have like, I'll probably fill this in too with dirt, keeping it somewhat normal, but also where I would have a doorway. And then on the back, we'll expand this out probably by an extra 5 or 10. So it's all just gonna pretty well form down there. And this will be where our train will go through. Our train will go up here. And I don't know if I want it to turn in between here, because that's just mean we have a chance to get run over. Or if I want it to go around my house. If I do around my house, it'll probably be better because I do have a little bit more space over here. I can always just fill this in. So we might do behind, might look better. Might not even have to worry. And then this will go up and then go back down to our farming. From our farming, it'll go up to here, and then we'll go to our lumber here, It'll basically go around, collect all spots. Each train is going to have its own little section. So we're going to try 55 real quick. All right, so that's 55. And then we have to, all right, so this is at 20 right now. This is how big 20 is. So if we just continue down, then that will practically be about 55, hopefully, if I count it correct. Gotta remember, I am a little bit stupid. A little bit. Shut up. All right, so this is how it would be. So we're gonna have like little pillars on the inside. The hell just went where? It's dark out. We can probably go to sleep. Okay, apparently it's not night. Never mind. Now the light's coming from this side. It's okay. I guess we don't have darkness, so I guess we'll just stay out. Fine. Do I got any more cobble anywhere? Of course I got cobble. What am I saying? So this is how it'd be. And then I could either put a doorway here so we can go straight down and just, have everything like this, put a doorway at the other end too. And then if we want to run somewhere else, we can. Or should I have the door on the long side? So once we walk in, we can either go left or right. Now, if I do this way, I should be able to do it like maybe a 3 or 4 block opening and then have the other side of like pretty well have both sides full of store shorts. And then we can have belts underneath that will connect to each one. Hopefully. I don't know. I gotta try and figure it out. Now it's getting dark. Okay. Bedtime. Well, that's kind of like what I'm thinking right now is I don't know how I actually want to do it. I just want to, yeah, this is pretty much how I want to do it. I don't know how I want to design it. I know I want it to be a rectangle. I just got to try and figure out a design pattern and also a spot for train because making trains are pretty expensive and I don't have the materials right now for that. Well, I kind of do. Not really. We do need to work on this. I really want to have a storage. I just got to try and figure out which one does more, storage boxes or item vaults. Also got to be careful of lag because that's going to be something that's going to be crazy. We're going to go back down mining. Might as well hold all the stuff I can get. I'll be honest, I really don't know anything else to do right now. So I technically wasn't even going to record this today, but I didn't have anything else. So might as well just do this one. We could go to the nether and try and find more blazes for the blaze spawners. But then I got to make all those. Do I have iron sheets? Alright, we're gonna head back down. Do I have everything? I don't have my torches. Where'd my torches go? Hello? Torches. I was about to say, no way I don't have torches. Let's head back down. Let's get some more diamonds. Might as well. I really don't even know what I want to call this episode. Mining day again? Like mining day part 2? I have no idea. I will be honest though, I am getting really close to that 2-week end phase where after the 2 weeks you don't play for like a month or 2. I'm getting pretty close to that. I really am. I 100% really am. At this point I have like no idea what to do because I don't have like anything that's making me want to continue other than like, well, this is the bottom, but like, okay. I don't have anything I want to do. Obviously with this road, I want to make multiple towns and cities, except kind of can't just because I have to get all the materials for that. Sucks. Like there's so much to it that I want to do. I just can't because I don't have the materials for any of it. We're going to go down here. We're going to go on this side. Now we're going to try it right here. Ooh, iron. Alright, I'm going to throw all this here. Gonna throw my cobble in there. Grab all this. I need my rails. Let's come through. See. Okay, hold up. Hold on. Let me go back one. Part assembler. We do this. We do that. There we go. And of course the rail did not spawn in, so we will throw a rail to you and I'll throw the extras in here. Okay. This. Let me get another rail so I can just throw one here. Perfect. And I don't need this. Get out of my inventory. We're gonna push you. Alright, let's go ahead. A few seconds and coal. Alright, you're on your own. Time to party. All alone. Alright, let's hope we can get some diamonds in this. I want diamonds. Let's get a wrench down here just in case we actually do hit lava. I don't want to deal with it. To where it doesn't want to load anything, so it's going to take forever. Alright, let's grab the gold because I did find some. Just kidding. I did. My machine did. I do want to add more drills to it, so we might add more later on. So we have like a massive machine. Diamonds, don't mind if I do. Yeah, we would have like a massive machine, and then later on I'll put deployers on the edges, so place blocks and everything. We'll take the blocks from the storage just in case we find them, so we can create a whole little tunnel and not have to worry about these. Oh shit, I almost missed you. We don't have to worry about these stupid little lava pools everywhere. Okay, this one has a decent amount. Now let's go ahead and throw all these in there. I don't need little materials stocked out of my inventory. Alright, well, I think our machine is out of coal. Time to throw another one over. What the fuck happened? What the hell? I know you create rails and turn on your own. How the hell does that make sense? Wait a minute. I can do this. Do that. Now our machine still has coal in it, so if I do that. Ow, fucker, that hurt, bruh. Damn. Alright, with the rail, put that in. I can put all these. Let me grab my little materials real quick. And that's it. What a disappointment. Alright, so if I push forward, never mind. Where's my, oh, I'll say. If I do this. Oh, I forgot. You're just gonna keep going straight. Damn, I was gonna try and make a turn. Oh, okay, well, we'll throw all this back in. Cool. There we go. Now it's wanting to go. I don't know why I freaked out for the first time. I didn't know it can turn. I think it was just pushed off the rail somehow, so I just wanted to freak out. Can I find diamonds? Come on. We're going pretty far on this one, so. 3 massive stacks of deep slate cobble, as you know, that's all this machine can mine, but that's also only how far we are. So is there a oh, there should be drill upgrades. That'd be cool. You can do a thing that drills, do a drill upgrade, throw a drill onto a depot with like pretty much how you make the heat engines and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. We are 300 blocks away. All right. Did not expect that, but nice to know. Can I find diamonds, please? I'm supposed to be on a level where there's diamonds, and so far there's no diamonds. Oh, and it's running out. Alright then. Alright, it's pretty well done. We can just take all this, pop, 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 put a torch at the end just so we know that this spot is the end of that. So we can throw all this in here. I can throw these up. Let's run back and head up top again to put everything back into the chest. Let's not collect all that. I'd rather not. Alright, now we got more to go. I gotta go and climb 100 blocks of stairs. Alright, I think it's nighttime. It looks like it. And it's nighttime. Well, nighttime, almost daytime. Which means we can now get our little machine back out because I forgot to take everything out. So let's do backpack up there, this, boom, boom, and then boom. Let's grab all of our stuff out of this. I don't need all of it, but anything else? No, there's not. Not gonna work. Cool, I need my torch. There we go. Collect all this. Alright, let's get my backpack back. Throw everything in there. You go up there. Alright, there we go. Had a piece of little dirt spot. Throw all this out because I don't need excess storage of cobbled deep slate. Anything in my bag? Of course there is. Alright, we almost have 2 stacks of diamonds. Almost 2 stacks. That would be so helpful if I had 3, but I don't. Alright, so our iron should be smelted. I have 61. Throw this in here. And to make it work like a little better for this is I can always turn it. I could put it into a mechanical crafter that would just turn it to block to save storage, which would be nice. Instead of auto just throwing the items in there, I just turn all storage. Oh, that's an Enderman slowly freaking me out. Okay. Alright, so we got our little base signed out, kind of. It's a 50 by 20. So I'm gonna have to try and get that for the other world. But I know we didn't do that much. I'm sorry about that. I really don't have any plans for this or this right now. I do want to make the cities and the towns and everything like that, but you obviously need the materials to get all that, and right now I don't have the materials. So we're going to try and work on our storage facility hopefully at some point, and then we can figure everything out. But we are going to end today's video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Again, sorry it was practically nothing other than just mining, barely any building. Okay, no building. Yeah, hopefully next episode it will be us building this and actually working towards doing this. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Goodbye.